Did you know that you can now create transparent background videos directly inside of Adobe Firefly? This video is sponsored by Adobe Firefly, so thank you Adobe Firefly for sponsoring this video. But in this video, I want to show you how you can create transparent background videos and then export those and import them and how you use them inside of Premiere Pro. So let's dive in and take a look. So what this is going to allow you to do is create effects like this old VHS effects. Maybe you want to have some snow falling or maybe some confetti. Let's dive into Adobe Firefly and show you exactly how you can generate these first. Now, to access this new feature, you're going to come to firefly.adobe.com, and when you log into your account there, you'll see this new feature here which says transparent with transparent background. Click on this. Now when you're in here, you'll see you've got certain options up in the top left hand side, and you'll also notice this toggle option here where you can choose to turn on or off the option to generate a video with a transparent background. If we turn that off, you can see some of the normal Firefly video generation options reappear, and when you want to generate video with transparent background, you have to toggle this on, and then you've got fewer options up here, but we're going to be able to generate a video with a transparent background. Now you do have the option on here to generate a video with either 540, 720 or 1080, and this is going to depend on how many credits are used. You can see at the moment a 540 uses 100 credits, 720 is 250 credits, and then a 1080 is 500 credits. And you do also then have the option to choose between widescreen, square or vertical. So if you're doing this for short social media, maybe an Instagram reel, something like that, then you can choose the vertical option here. I'm going to stick with the widescreen option, and then you've got your normal 24 frames per second, and the duration will be 5 seconds long. And now all we need to do is input our prompt. Now you want to be as descriptive as possible with these, so I've kind of gone with a couple of kind of like thinking like overlay options. So the first one I've gone for is a burn transition effect, spreading across a flame, realistic fire edges, smoke, ash with a transparent background. You don't have to say the transparent background, it will automatically do that, but this is what it's created. So you can see there that that would actually create a really good kind of like burn effect, transparent background. I've also created kind of like this little animated character that we could use in there. What else have we got? We've got some fog effects. We've got another little robot here that I generated, so we could drop him in there. And then we've got all sorts of kind of like dust particle effects that we've got. I also went with some snowflake effects that we could add in there. What we do then is you just click on download, and that's going to give you two files. One is the mask and one is the video. And I know what you're asking. You're going to be asking, how do I use these once I drop them into my video editor? Now I'm using Premiere Pro for this demonstration, but you'll follow any of the rules on any of the videos or video editing software that you're using. I'm going to show you how to use it in Premiere Pro. When you download your files, you'll see you get two files. So there's this kind of like one with this little monster dancing, and then there's one with a background on there as well. I've also got this confetti option that you'll see here. So there's the two files. So you'll have your normal video file, so on video line 1, and then you'll drop the others on video, potentially video 2 and video 3. I've just left a blank line in there for no reason whatsoever. So once you drop these in, you'll see when you first drop them in, if I drag in the dancing monster guy and then we'll drag in the other one, you'll see it doesn't quite work, you're thinking, and you'll be thinking like, right, well, what do I need to do? What you need to do is you need to come over to the effects panel and then come to the track matte key. And then if you drag this down onto your main character, you can see as I drop that on there, and then you come over to your effects control panel, and you'll see in this option here where it says matte, you want that to be video line 4. So that's going to be the top file here. And then the composite option, you're going to change that to matte luma. Now it will depend on, you can try this both ways, depending on which way around you've got the video files. But yeah, matte luma is the option that works for me. and you can then see that you've now got this fuzzy haired dancing monster character on your screen, a bit like this guy right here. But you can do the same, and then you've got the same for kind of like the snow effect. If I turn this off, you can see you've got your mask option, and then you've got your other option underneath. So once you choose those two options inside of Premiere Pro, you're going to then have that transparent background video effect directly inside your video editor. Now, a couple of other options that I had was this confetti. So you can see there, the confetti's coming down. I really like that effect. We've then got kind of like an animated item coming up on the screen. There's also this kind of like flash effect that I created. There was also things like the flickering effect that we've got here. There was also this old kind of like VHS effect that I created, which I really liked. And we've seen the burn effect, and then we've also got these dust particles, and it does a really amazing job. You can try this yourself using Adobe Firefly. I've put a link down below for you to try this for yourselves. Let me know what prompts you're going to be using and what effects you're going to be creating. Tag me in your videos. I'd love to see what you're creating. But until next time, thank you very much, and bye for now.